I do think that this Birkin in particular is pretty iconic. I don't know, I don't love these Speedies. I mean, if I got given one for free, I'll give it to me, guys. I'll take it. For the last like 10 years, everyone's been going on about brown and black and white and beige, but color red and pink, it's underrated, guys. And hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Jess. If you love shopping and handbag videos, please like and subscribe to my channel. Today my topic is going to be about red and pink bags that are so iconic. Red and pink is probably one of my favorite colors to get in handbags, and I've heard a lot of people say that red is coming back in fashion for some reason, and I wanted to go through some iconic bags that spring to mind that are red and pink. Went on Google and I just like typed in celebrities with red and pink bags, and one of the images that came up was actually Mary-Kate Olsen sporting a red jumbo. I think it was in around 2006 or 2008 or something. I just thought that this was really random because when I think of Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen these days, I do think of minimalism and like non-colors like beige and black and darkness and not even white, like dark colors. But you know, seeing her in this red jumbo, I think it really was a sign of the times. The jumbo used to be a lot more popular in the, you know, pre-2010. It was all about the big bag. It was all about the jumbo. And I actually noticed a lot of celebrities around this time wearing big red Chanel bags. And yeah, I just thought that was quite cool because to me, red is quite a classic color. And I even know that Chanel, one of her favorite colors was red because she loves wearing red lipstick. Or actually her favorite colors are like black, red, white, gold, and beige. So to me, a red Chanel bag is actually quite iconic. And having a red jumbo, yeah, I don't know. I just thought that this is actually quite a significant bag that Mary-Kate Olsen wore at the time because she was photographed in it quite often. As I said, I have heard people say red bags are coming back in fashion, maybe because Mary-Kate does like red. You do often see her photographed in red jackets, scarves, just red accessories. And yeah, to me, red is a pretty good color just to accent your outfit. I do have a few red bags myself. I did make a video about my red bags. Let me know what you think about the red jumbo, guys. Is it iconic? Now let's get into the reddish pink color. In the movie Legally Blonde, Reese Witherspoon played a character who wore a lot of pink. I actually forgot all the details of the movie, guys. I've watched it a few times, but I have a really bad memory with movies. I'm better with handbags, but when I think of pink and red outfits, I do think of Legally Blonde. She actually wore in the movie Reese Witherspoon a Bottega Veneta bag in this raspberry red pinkish color, and it really tied into her Y2K kind of pink aesthetic. This particular bag is in the intricato design. It's got the woven signature Bottega weave, and again, I think this was around the, you know, pre-2010 2000s era. And this kind of bag silhouette, I actually think it's a bag silhouette that is coming back in fashion. It kind of went out for a little bit, but it kind of reminds me of like my Plume bag, which is from 2003, east-west duffel shape. And I've noticed a lot of brands kind of adapt this shape into their recent collections like Miu Miu and Celine. So this particular Bottega bag, it was quite iconic, I think, for the movie, just because it kind of really worked with her sunglasses and her whole outfit. But I think it's a bag that you could pick up on the pre-loved market and it would still look relevant today, and it could totally make you look just as iconic if you picked it up. So yeah, I think Bottega, like, it is quite underrated because it is under the radar and quite timeless in design. So yeah, I don't know. I just thought I'd mention this Bottega bag in the Legally Blonde movie. Next iconic bag is Victoria Beckham's pink ostrich Birkin 35. I always think, when I think of Victoria Beckham, I think of this outfit, which is, to be honest, completely the opposite of what I would say her style is geared towards now. She wore this like pink shift dress with this interesting neckline, and her hair was like very this like signature haircut. I don't know, when I saw her wear this outfit at the time, I think it was around 2012, I was like, wow, that's an outfit. And her Birkin was a Birkin 35 in pink ostrich. I'm not actually sure what type of pink this is, and I know not everyone likes pink ostrich because it kind of looks like a rash or pimples, but I actually think it looks quite cool. And it's a Birkin 35, so you know, around 2012, you know, early 2000s, it was cooler to wear bigger bags. So it's really interesting that back then she chose to wear a big Birkin with her like cocktail looking dress. But yeah, that was kind of the fashion back then. And yeah, I just know that, you know, when I think of Birkins, I do think of Victoria Beckham. She is known to have a big collection, and although I don't see her wearing Hermes as much these days, she's a little bit more under the radar. She kind of just wears things from her own brand. I do think that this Birkin in particular is pretty iconic because I just, you know, when I type in pink Birkin, I see this Birkin on Victoria Beckham. And yeah, it did create a trend towards, I think, collecting Birkins and making it a more well-known bag amongst like the general public as well, particularly when Victoria Beckham was seen photographed in so many different types of Birkins and Kellys. Cardi B also has a lot of Birkin bags, and she there was a few photos on Google of her and her Birkin bag collection, and I believe her daughter and her have matching pink Birkins, which to me, in my opinion, is totally iconic. She has a special order pink Birkin with grey colour, I think, mixed with it, or it could be nata, I'm not sure. It's like a strawberries and cream colour. And then her daughter has a pink Birkin 25, which is absolutely so cute. I really wish I had a pink Birkin. I think that it just makes such a statement, and it's, you know, a lot of girly girls would aspire to have a pink Birkin, I suppose. But I do have a rose pourpre Birkin, which is more of a purpley style, which I'm very happy with as well. But it is quite a statement bag, so that's probably why I don't wear it as much, because it is just like a bam color of a bag. And yeah, you know, when I think of the Birkin bag, I do think of Victoria Beckham's like ostrich pink Birkin. Another iconic pink Birkin I would say is Paris Hilton's Swarovski crystal Birkin. This is one of, I believe it's one of her most favorite bags. It's I think it's Rose Tyrian. Is it Rose Tyrian, guys, or Rose Tyrene? Let me know. But this Tyrian pink Birkin, it's an Epsom leather, and she had special Swarovski crystals glued onto it, or put onto it. I assume it's glued. And if you look close up at it, they're kind of these like iridescent crystals. And yeah, it's very Paris Hilton. Paris Hilton is very, you know, luxury, Y2K, like girly, sexy. And, you know, this pink Birkin, it is kind of tacky with all the crystals, but, you know, that's kind of like her style is like lavish, over the top fashion, pink, hot pinks. It works for Paris Hilton, and it's a really cool decorative piece that she probably has in her wardrobe. I don't know if she wears it that often, but it is a really cool piece to have. And I also noticed that Trisha Paytas made a video of her buying a very similar Birkin because Paris Hilton has it as well. And yeah, I think a few years ago Trisha Paytas bought a similar Birkin, which, yeah, I don't know, yeah, this Birkin to me is quite iconic because, you know, strassing out your Birkin, putting crystals all over it is something that not everybody would do. You'd only kind of do that if you were like a real millionaire, I think. Like, not the average person would want to do that to their Birkin. I think there is a website that sells Birkins that have been crystallized or got crystals all over them, and they sell for quite a high premium. I'm not personally that into it, but yeah, I think it is very fitting for like Paris Hilton and Trisha Paytas. It's kind of more on brand with them. I think Trisha Paytas is actually selling one of her rainbow crystal Birkins at the moment. I'm not sure if she sold it yet, but yeah, she went through a phase of kind of buying these crystal bags, and I'm not sure if she's going through that anymore, but yeah, there was a bit of, it's kind of like an over-the-top trend. So yeah, to me, it's kind of like a bag I think of when I think of a pink bag. Next bag I think of when I think of a pink bag is definitely the Chanel 1995 Vanity case. There's this commercial or an ad campaign with Claudia Schiffer, and she's kind of looking into the Vanity case with the heart-shaped mirror, and the Vanity has crystals all over it. This is such a rare bag, particularly the patent leather bags with the crystals. Runway pieces, they were in the advertisements, and it's just so hard to find. And I bought this from Miniso, and it really reminded me of that iconic bag from 1995, and I just love it. To me, it is like such a toy looking bag. It is so cutesy. I think the whole like show and the vibe, it was, I don't know, it was just so fun to watch. So I just love this particular collection. A lot of people do. And even Kim Kardashian bought the vintage Chanel Vanity herself. She's photographed with it. And if you look at the recent Barbie movie, they actually recreated a pink Vanity case from the 1995 collection for the movie. And yeah, there were a few shaped vanities in this collection, including the heart shape and the circle shape. The 1995 collection, I think, was inspired by Barbie as well. So I just love how toy-like and almost cheap looking it looks. Like, it does look like a cheap bag, but I think that's the point. You know, Chanel is seen as this like prestigious, like fancy brand. Maybe it was even in the back in the day associated with like more mature women, like more serious, and Carl really made it more like youthful in a way. So this collection, it made quite a statement in that day and age. I mean, today doing something novelty like this, it doesn't really make a fashion statement because it's kind of been done to death, but at the time it really livened up Chanel. It made it go on a different kind of track, I suppose. So yeah, you guys know what I'm trying to say. So yeah, the pink Chanel Vanity is also very iconic. This is not Chanel, this is Miniso, but yes. Next iconic bag, I would say, is the Takashi Murakami Cherry Blossom Pochette bag in pink. This bag to me is very iconic because, again, it sums up like the Y2K era. Yeah, for some reason, like pink and red bags remind me of like early 2000s or like pre-2010. Is that weird? Or pre-2015, really. Pink and red hasn't been fashionable for a while, but I think it is coming back in fashion. I think for the last like 10 years, everyone's been going on about brown and black and white and beige, but color red and pink, it's underrated, guys. It needs to come back in fashion. So yeah, anyway, I do think of the Cherry Blossom Pochette in Mean Girls? Yeah, in Mean Girls there was actually a fake one in the movie, which, yeah, it's fake, but to me the authentic one is iconic. And yeah, I suppose Mean Girls did make it iconic as well because it kind of made people see, oh, that's a Louis Vuitton bag, even though it wasn't a real Louis Vuitton bag. And the pink pochette is actually quite hard to find on the pre-love market. I find from the Cherry Blossom collection, the brown one with the pink blossoms and the white one with the red blossoms are easier to find in better condition. The pink blossom ones is the cutest, but it's always hard to find in good condition. But it's cute. You can also get the papillon and the sac plat in the pink blossom. It is just to die for, and yeah, it does take me back. Just, it's very nostalgic, cutesy, and if Louis Vuitton were to collaborate with Takashi Murakami again, I think it would be so cool to reissue the blossoms because they were just so cute and playful, and I just loved it. So yeah, to me, the pink blossom pochette is iconic. But I really like the papillon as well. And then also, what was another thing did I already mention Mary-Kate Ashley Olsen? I did, didn't I? Oh yeah, I wanted to also mention the Rihanna red Speedy. So I did see this on the runway. There was a male carrying this big Speedy bag, which the thing about this Speedy bag that makes it iconic in a way is that Pharrell designed Speedies made out of very supple leather. And I don't know, to me they're not really iconic, but maybe we'll look back in 10 years and be like, wow, that was so innovative, but I don't think so. Anyway, the thing that makes these kind of controversial is that they're very expensive for Speedies. You know, usually the Speedy is seen as like an entry-level bag, and these Speedies are priced very similar to like some Hermes bags, like even like a Birkin. Like the big one is like priced even more than a Birkin, which is, yeah, I guess that's making a statement in itself. And Pharrell even released $1 million Speedy. So he's kind of putting the Speedy on a pedestal. And yeah, he released a few leather Speedies, blue, yellow, green, and red. And my favorite one is the red. I think that one stands out the most. And if you look at the recent ad campaign with Rihanna, the red one really pops out and it like mimics the shape of her belly. And yeah, I guess it's a real talking kind of statement to have the ad with her belly and the red bag. It's like, wow. Yeah, very eye-catching ad, but yeah, I don't know. I don't love these Speedies. I mean, if I got given one for free, give it to me, guys. I'll take it. I would probably choose the red one. That one's my favorite. But yeah, I would be curious to know what these Speedies really feel like in real life. If they do feel luxurious, if they feel like they're worth the extra price point that they are. Yeah, I think the big red one is rather expensive. I think it's like 15,000 Australian dollars or something from what I saw on Foxy LV's Instagram. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but yes, you have to pre-order them, and I don't know if they're easy to sell, to be honest, because not a lot of people would want to pay that much for a Speedy, but we'll see, guys. If they do are as hyped as what it seems like they will be from the ads, then they will be highly desired and collectible, right? And yeah, the red one I feel like stands out the most and is the coolest one, but yeah, I don't know. Probably the yellow one is the most iconic, right? Like the $1 million one, but that is just like, why did they choose that one as the $1 million one? Because I feel like the yellow and the white monogram doesn't stand out. I think the red and the white looks better. Anyways, I don't know, guys. Let me know. Thanks for listening to my blabby video today. I know it was so random. I actually couldn't think of what are iconic pink and red bags, because they're actually, I don't know, when I think of like iconic bags, I always think of black, like Dior, Lady Dior. I think of black Chanel classic flap or black Birkin. I don't really think of pink and red, but yeah, maybe pink and red isn't that classic, but to me it depends on your style, depends on your personality. I have a lot of pink and red bags because they're the colors that I like to wear. So yeah, let me know, guys, what pink and red bags do you think are iconic? Do you have any iconic pink and red bags? What are your favorites? Or are you more of a neutrals person? Or do you want me to do a video on iconic blue bags or blue and green bags? Because I can totally do that as well. Anyways, I'll talk to you guys on my next one. Bye!